AITA for blowing up at my sick husband when he asked for help with our toddler. I plan on sending this post to my husband once the verdict is in, whichever way it goes, so I'll add as much of his perspective as I can. Our toddler was sick over the weekend. I was up with him one night from 12:15 to 2:45 and then on and off the next night. Altogether, I probably got only 10 to 12 hours of broken sleep during the entire weekend. Yesterday, my husband mentioned that he was starting to feel a little sick. Last night, I decided to go to bed early, hoping to catch up on the rest I missed. However, all throughout the night, my husband woke me up way more often than our toddler ever does, even on bad nights. Some of the incidents were not directly his fault, but other times I felt like he was being inconsiderate. Here's a breakdown of what happened. 1. He snored loudly in my ear. 2. He asked for another blanket because he was feeling chills. I told him it was at the foot of the bed, but he asked for help and reminded me that he helps me when I'm sick. He also reassured me that he'd still handle the morning routine with our son. 3. He had a nightmare, so I had to shake him awake. This felt understandable. 4. He whispered at Alexa to ask for the time. 5. He asked for another blanket. I ended up giving him mine. 6. He made a phone call in bed, leaving a full-volume voicemail for work to call out sick. 7. At 5:30 in the morning, he woke me up to ask if I could handle the wake-up routine with our son. Usually, I do the bedtime routine, and he does the morning routine. At this point, I blew up. I told him how angry I was that he had woken me up repeatedly all night and was now asking me to wake up early to handle the morning routine on top of an already exhausting weekend. I also pointed out that I don't get to stay home and catch up on sleep like he was going to. He responded by saying that I was in the wrong because marriage vows include in sickness and in health. I immediately got up to start getting ready. He said I didn't have to wake up so early, but I explained that I did because I start work at 7:30. I already barely make it on time when I wake up at 6, and now I'd have to rush through the morning. I'd need to skip my shower, get our toddler ready, prepare his food for the day, feed him breakfast, drop him off at daycare, and then still make it to work on time. At that point, I told him that he was a grown man with a cold, and yet he had robbed me of the rest I desperately needed. I also said that I'd be sleeping on the couch that night. I asked for space and left. We haven't talked since. I was late for work, which is a big deal at my job. I might be the asshole for blowing up at my husband when he asked for support during an unexpected illness. Am I the asshole for being mad at my sick husband? Discuss in the comments section below, and I'll pin the most upvoted comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to hear more stories animated and read by AI.